Hi, fourth grade. This week we are talking about grammar PSSA practice. So all week we're just going to be practicing what you might see on the PSSAs in the grammar section specifically. So my plan is to go through the first 3 questions with you each day, and then the next one, the following questions are on your own for you to practice. And we're going to go through and practice how to use process of elimination and get rid of things, how to pick the best answer, tips that you can help you remember different things. All of that stuff is what we're going to talk about today, tomorrow, and throughout the rest of the week. So let's get started with the first one. It says to read the sentence, but I don't want to read the sentence before I actually read the question, so I know what I'm thinking, what I need to think about, or what I need to look for. So it says, which word correctly completes the sentence? Okay, here are my answers. Look over those. Now I can read. It says, the president of our club, blank, is known for giving long speeches, said only a few words before our club activities began. Which word correctly completes the sentence? So I know when I'm thinking about who and whom and that and which, I know that I can remember that which and that have to deal with like things, so not people. So I know that I can get rid of those two. And I know that there is that little trick that if I can replace it with the word he or she, I can use the word who. So let's look up here and see if I replace it with a he, if it makes sense. He is known for giving long speeches. Well, that seems to make sense. And I know that if I replace it with him for whom, that's how I get whom. So him is known for giving long speeches. Definitely him doesn't make sense. He's going to have to work. So I'm going to circle who. The next one says, which underlined word should be changed to correct the error in pronoun usage? So again, it looks like we have that, who, which, and that again. So it's kind of similar to what we did up here. So let's read, and let's get rid of anything that already makes sense, because we need to look for an error. So if it doesn't have an error, then you're going to cross it off, right? So the fish that Amy caught was huge. The fish that Amy caught was huge. That sounds correct to me, so there's no error, so I can get rid of that one. The woman who is smiling is my teacher. Well, if I remember the he or she is, the woman who is smiling is my teacher. She is my teacher. I don't know. I'm going to say, I think that one sounds okay, but I'm going to put a dash next to it because I'm just not positive right now. The boy which won the prize is my brother. The boy which. Well, I know that if it has a boy in it, it needs to use who or whom. So I definitely think that's probably one of them, but I have to read the last one too. The cake that my cousin baked is ready to eat. That one definitely is correct. So now I'm between B and C. And I definitely am looking at C and saying the boy which won the prize is my brother. That definitely doesn't make sense. So I can erase those two and circle C. And our last question that we have today says, read the paragraph. Okay, well, I want to read the question too because I want to make sure I know what I'm looking for in the paragraph before I read it. So it says, which change should be made to the paragraph to correct the error in verb? Ooh, underline that, verb tense. Okay, so let's read. Today art class is fun because I am painting a picture of a garden. Okay, so let's see. It wants you to change "am painting" to "was painting." So, I mean, I guess I could, but I don't really think that I need to. In the picture, the sun is shining and a big cloud is floating in the sky. So it wants me to change "is floating." Well, I am and the cloud is are all present tense. So I'm going to go ahead and think that these are definitely present tense. But let me keep reading. Colorful flowers are growing everywhere. So they want me to change "are growing." But that's still present tense. So right now I can see a pattern that they're all in the same tense. So the last one says, and it's a little cut off, so I got to read off my paper. It says, butterflies and bumblebees were flying around the flowers. And it wants you to change "were flying." So I have am, is, are, and were. And looking at that, I've got to figure out which one doesn't belong. So I know am, if I am doing something is present, it is present, and like we are, or are growing, is present. So the one that doesn't make sense is were flying, and they want you to change it to are flying. So that would be my best answer. So my answer for number 42 should be D. Okay, boys and girls, I hope that helped you. Your job is to complete the next questions on your own. Make sure that you upload both pages, okay? Don't just upload one, upload both of them so we know that you are following along with us. Sound good?